One of my favorite 2000s rom-coms, 13 Going on 30, is a movie about a teenage girl who wakes up one day to find that she's suddenly 30 years old. A lot of the charm and draw to this film, other than the iconic styling choices and nostalgic 80s soundtrack, is Jennifer Gardner's charming and hilarious portrayal of an adult who still feels like a kid inside. Every kid wishes at some point to be older so they can do anything they want. But when we actually grow up and become overwhelmed with responsibilities, commitments, and bills to pay, we want nothing more than to return to the days of our youth. At least, that's the story we've been told. The question is this really what growing up is supposed to feel like?
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Been trying to get a hold of you all night.
Hello.
We haven't talked in
Happy
months,
birthday.
but that's alright.
Wait, did you just say that meat looks so good?
To be honest, not much has changed since I was 13. I still listen to Avril Lavigne when I'm feeling down, and I still design websites for fun, although now it's for real clients and not my friends on MySpace. My mom is still the first person I turn to when I'm in trouble, and I still take photos and videos of my friends for the sake of memories. I think this is where a lot of our fear of getting older comes from. It's a fear of feeling younger than we are in a body we're not quite ready to live in.
How nice your skin is. I have 23 miles of range and 15 miles to traverse, and I'm gonna risk it. Badu, what do you think?
You know exactly what I think.
It's okay, we have Boba to keep us company if we get stranded.
Are we going again? Just you and I.
Although I made a lot, and I mean a lot, of mistakes in my 20s, I don't have many true regrets. And that's because with each mistake, I always made it a point to learn from it.
I ordered ranch. And
How dare you?
Condiment.
How dare you? Hi, Banu. The first major lesson I learned was realizing that people are everything. I used to think that relationships killed my productivity, and I avoided getting too close to others because of it. I thought that depending on other people made me weak. I saw the evening spent on the couch watching TV together as, frankly, a waste of time. As time went on, I realized that couldn't be farther from the truth. Dependency is a fact, not a choice. We're all hardwired to learn from those around us. Letting yourself rely on friends, family, or partners is what unlocks true confidence because you know you have a safe place to fall. And the time we spend with others is productive because enjoying the time we have with our loved ones is one of the greatest goals you could ever pursue.
Perfecto Patronum. Anu, hold your drink. Anu. Cheers. Horror Nights has officially begun, and I am nervous.
I've always had this sense of anxiety, this looming feeling that one day in the near future, everything I know and love will all be over. That life would deal me one final blow that I couldn't recover from. And yet, over the years, despite all the setbacks I thought I'd never bounce back from, I always found a way to move forward. As cheesy as it sounds, that's the second lesson these last 10 years have taught me. No matter what happens, if it doesn't kill you, it will make you stronger.
He's still here.
I got a coffee this morning and I decided to stop by the park on the way back home. I lost my voice last night screaming, so bear with me. I feel like this year has been so go, 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 especially the last 6 months, that I haven't really given myself time to slow down and reflect and really think about the fact that this is the last day that I am going to be in my 20s. I mean, that's crazy, right? I'm not scared to be 30. I know a lot of people sometimes are. I think I've been telling myself I'm almost 30 since I was 28, so I had time to get used to it. But it still hits a little different now that I'm finally here. So this is one of those parks with a basketball court, baseball field, there's an elementary school, playground. And I started thinking about when I was younger and I used to play softball, basketball. It really makes me grateful thinking back to when I was playing sports or hanging out at Osage at the park back home with my friends in high school. I'm just really grateful for all the experiences I had as a kid and even in my 20s. I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Nothing sad right now. I think I'm just really happy that I got to spend my 20s doing things that I love, spending time with people I love, having all the experiences that, you know, people want to have and not everyone gets to have. I feel like I was just so lucky that I get to turn 30 without regrets and feeling like I did everything right. Even with all the mistakes, I feel like I learned the lessons I was supposed to. I had the experiences I was supposed to. And I'm just happy that I get to hang out at this random suburban park at age 29 and 364 days, drinking my cold brew, crying to camera and feeling that my life is good. Okay, I should stop crying in public now. Like a lot of people, the last 2 years were really tough. I spent a lot of time working with a therapist and unpacking everything I'd been running from for the last decade. And now, at the cusp of 30, I realized it was the greatest gift I could have ever given myself. Finally feeling at peace. I still have a long way to go, of course, as we never truly stop growing, but I feel more like me than ever. Alby, give me a birthday toast. Last day of my 20s.
To the many journey and experiences that led you to where you are, and using everything you've learned towards the next 80 years of your life.
Only 80?
Cheers. Happy birthday.
Using my birthday reward. We are finally leaving for Disney. Got a little bit of a late start, but we're gonna grab some coffee and drive over to Anaheim. And I'm wearing the 13 going on 30 dress. I told him I was gonna wake up in the morning and he was gonna be gone, never to be found again.
I tried to leave, I couldn't find your keys.
Sure. If you have.
Alright, thank you. I see it. Dun, dun, dun. Neither Alby or I have been to Disneyland since Galaxy's Edge opened, so it's our first stop today. There's an old Coca-Cola stand. Space Mountain is a 25-minute wait. We're gonna go. And now it's time for our third and final lesson. Whether you're 13, 30, or 83, no one has any clue what they're doing. We all still feel like a kid inside. It's 2 p.m. Alby's already done for the day. We've been here for 2 hours.
I had 15 shots and 2 margaritas, so.
Life is just a bunch of made-up rules. Yum, 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 yum. And I got my first michelada. There is so much opportunity out there that we close ourselves off to because we gatekeep our own existence and frankly, get in our own way. Moving is just getting on a plane. Quitting your job is just sending an email. Starting a YouTube channel is just uploading a video. We make mountains out of molehills, but at the end of the day, anything you want in life is there in front of you. Alby has found his calling. You're gonna be the next Iron Man?
The next rocket.
You just have to decide that you're worth it. Okay, I'm gonna throw this back up. My Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, so Alby has never done Guardians version of this. What'd you think?
Took it like a champ. Ready to go again?
I did not. Oh my god, you can hear my voice right now. It's gone. I was screaming so hard on one of the drops that my body stopped screaming. I've never experienced that before. Like my body just shut down to the point where I couldn't make noise.
Not laughing, clapping. Yes! Fucking great. I feel so alive.
Back on our way to Disney.
It's got a cute little... It's nice.
Rise of the Resistance for the first time. If it doesn't break down again. Dude, that was sick.
Yeah, I know.
I like completely went in blind. I had no idea.
Yeah, same.
All I saw was someone say is really immersive,
Yep.
and I didn't like fully understand what that meant. Damn, A+ ride, S tier. The day after my birthday, I opened in my email to find a letter sent from my 18-year-old self. And I started crying in public for the second time this trip when I realized that I had gotten everything I had ever wanted. I used to dread this day. There's this narrative that we're told as women that life ends when you're 30. But the reality is that it's so much better than I could have imagined. I feel so much more secure, more myself. They say 20s are a time to explore and 30s are a time to build. And I'm so ready to build. Now, if we go back to the original question Jennifer Gardner posed to us, my answer is no. I don't want to be a kid again. Because I didn't just wake up at 30 one day. I lived my life, which means I'm also 29, 24, 18, 13, and 5, all at once. All of those past versions of myself gave me everything they could so that I could learn the lessons I needed to become the person I am today. I guess that's it for LA. It was a really good week. Can't believe I'm already 30 and 2 days. But I have a feeling it's going to be a good decade. All right, see y'all next time.